This is the XM5, and this is my favorite everyday camera, period. I bring this thing with me everywhere on walks, just on trips. It's the best everyday camera, without a doubt. Alright, I gotta stop with the glaze. It is really good though, but I'm hyping it up just a little too much, just a little. But just look at this thing, it's so beautiful. It looks like a film camera, it's great. Alright. So the XM5 weighs about 355 grams, which is really light compared to something like a Sony camera. No hate the Sony, I am filling with the Sony camera, just saying. But this thing is just so small, just like look at it in the palm of my hand, especially with the TT Artisan 27mm lens. A lot of people say that the XM5 feels really uncomfortable, and that can be true. But for me personally, I have super small hands, but this thing feels perfect in my hands. I have no grip, nothing, like none of that crap. And it feels really, really good. If you have bigger hands though, I would recommend a grip. But if you have bigger hands, the camera might not be for you. I mean, these are just my hands. They're not that big. You get the idea. And yeah, that's pretty much it for size, but let's move into capabilities. Alright, so moving into capabilities, I just want to say that the Fuji Film camera lineup is known for their film simulations, obviously. And that's what this camera has. What's really unique about this camera specifically, though, is that it actually has a film dial. Therefore, meaning you could easily switch between film simulations without having to go into the menu or anything. A lot of people don't like this because obviously it doesn't have a mode dial, but I actually kind of like this. I think it's really easy just to move into like the specific dial you want, and I actually think that's really nice about this camera. This camera obviously has auto and manual, including 4 different simulations for, custom settings you would like. And what's really cool is that you could customize a lot of the dials on this camera too. The camera also has a thumb joystick, obviously, to be able to move the focus around, including a button so you could replay your photos, videos, trash button, a cue button. It also has a flip out screen, obviously the shutter button and the record button. And that's really all of it. The camera does lack one thing. Well, there's 2 things. 2 flaws with this camera are that it doesn't have a viewfinder. And for me personally, this doesn't affect me. I've never used a viewfinder. For my main Sony a7 IV, I don't use the viewfinder at all. So it doesn't really matter for me. And in fact, it's actually kind of a plus for me because it saves room and size. But something I wish this camera had was a flash. And there's actually 3 flaws. I forgot the last one, but this camera doesn't have internal stabilization. For me personally, I don't use video for this camera unless I have to. Don't get me wrong, by the way. The video capabilities are insanely good, and I'll get more into that later. Alright, so that's it for just the capabilities, all that crap. But let's move into the actual photos I've taken with this camera, what it looks like. So I just want to say I have taken so many artistic, great, colorful photos with this camera. And that's why I really love this camera. Compared to like the Sony's great, but for any camera, it's just so big. It feels like a chore. But with this, it weighs so light, and I could just easily attach it to, I'll talk about that later on, but it's just really great for that. If you want to go on a walk, you're able to take this camera with you, and you're able to just spot those things you wish you had your camera. For example, this. There's nothing special about this photo. It's just one of those water-like signs you find on the bottom of a sidewalk. But you can also get something really beautiful, like these cherry blossom photos I took with it. And I'm actually really surprised by the camera quality with this camera too. It looks nearly as good as my a7 IV. Here's some more photos I've taken with this camera. Anyways, getting into one of our last subjects is how I carry this camera. And I'm really excited to show this because I've actually been working on this for a while. But I think there's 3 different things you could do with this camera. A, you could put it in a camera bag like every other photographer. 2, you could buy maybe like a fanny pack to put it in. But the main thing I do to carry this camera around is actually this right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. This little thing right here. And what's so cool about this thing is that you're able to use these little quick release things from, I believe, PGY Tech, and you're able to just snap it into the side of my pants, so if I see a photo, I can just be able to take it with me anywhere. and it could just hang on the side of my pants. And what I really like about this is that it doesn't look goofy at all, and it's able to get quick, easy access to take photos. And this thing is super secure too, it's not going anywhere. And how I constructed this was, it wasn't hard at all. I just got one of those, like, you know, keychain kind of like ring thingies. I just got the PG Tech camera strap, and I didn't really like the camera strap, so I used the like quick release thing on the ends of them. I took it off and I attached it to the silver ring, and that's pretty much it. And then you could just attach it to your jeans easily and then attach the camera. But it really is a cool gadget where I could just carry my camera around with me everywhere. I am getting way too excited about this. This camera is for people who want to be more artistic with their photos, make it feel like less of a chore, and just honestly, it's a great camera for beginners too. I don't want to call it a beginner camera because this camera's for everyone, but if you are getting into photography, this camera is for you. It's great. It's small, it's compact. If you have big hands, I would suggest getting a grip. And seriously, having a bigger camera does not automatically mean it's going to be better. Having a camera that's smaller, in my opinion, personally means that it's better for several reasons I've listed in the video, but mainly just for the fact that you could bring it with you everywhere. And the Fujifilm film simulations are amazing too. Oh, one more thing. This camera really isn't that expensive in photography terms. Retails for about $799, maybe $900 with the lens, but it's really not that bad compared to like something like the A7 IV, which is like $3,000. Photography is expensive, guys. But that's all I gotta say for this video. This camera really is that good. No glaze, no sponsorship. But yeah, it goes. Whoa. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.